Hi everyone, this is Editor Lyght. I just wanted to remind you that this is the second episode in a row where my audio is going to sound bad. I hope you enjoy. It'll be back to normal next time.
Well, happy holidays again. Merry almost miss to our listeners. At the time of recording, it is Christmas Eve. And we're here to talk about not that.
You realize when you say at the time of recording, you're telling on yourself, right?
You know what? Light this week is going to do a really good job of catching up, and the future will vindicate me. Editor Light will get her shit together.
Just no, shut up. Shut up. You are embarrassing the both of us.
I will choose to believe her. Let the record state that I believe women's blatant obvious lies. Anyway.
Oh my god, alright. Do you want to talk about some dinosaur stuff?
Yeah,
Because I'm very interested in the
dinosaur
thing
stuff
you wanted to share. Dinosaur Media Ho. Oh, this is not Dinosaur Media, this is Dinosaur Actual.
Yeah. So we have a new dinosaur that was discovered very recently. So welcome Manipulonyx Reshtovi. There we go. That one.
Reshto, good boy.
Yeah. It is an Alvarezsaurid, which is like I don't know how to describe that one to people who don't know what dinosaurs are. It's a little weird
like
bird.
A tiny roadrunner with like stabby hands. They just have little spike hands.
From the late Cretaceous. It's known from a partial skeleton that came from the Nemegt Formation, which I believe is also where we get such dinosaurs as Tarbosaurus, and also Alioramus, I think. This also might be one of the places we get Velociraptor, but I am not 100% on that. The generic name, the name of the genus refers to its hands, which are, as Light alluded to, they are very atrophied except for one large claw. And the name combines the words for manipulate and claw, referring to its extremely well-preserved forelimbs. The large claw may have been used for moving and or breaking into the eggs of larger animals, or potentially for mana weaving. And that's
for casting arcane sigils.
Yeah, and that's all I've got. Welcome Manipulonyx.
Welcome in. New dinosaur
dropped. Wild that they just keep making those.
They just keep making them. New ones keep showing up. Eventually they'll run out of ideas.
Yeah.
I just wanted to talk about Jurassic Park and like the book. I recently realized that one of the more who's the name? I have to look up the name now. This will not take very long because I have it pulled up right here. The audiobook narrated by William Roberts is public domain, and I didn't know that. And so I've just been listening to one of the like really old audio recordings of the novel in my spare time, and the book is so good. Specifically the mystery, it returns to me the appreciation that the mystery part of the setup in the first act is just so good. It's spooky. The pieces fall together very quickly. Michael Crichton's very good at like not saying things out loud until it's necessary, with the setup of like piecing together like, oh, I think this is a dinosaur incident, and like the different parts of people who interact with the different angles of it. And it's just, I'm not being very specific. Good Lord, I guess I don't need to worry about spoiling Jurassic Park at this
Oh my
point.
God, spoiling a book. Spoiling what? Like
Spoiler
a
alert for
40-year-old
Jurassic Park.
book at this point? Older?
If you're someone who has managed to not read Jurassic Park the novel, please.
The
don't do
compies
it.
eat a
You
baby. Anyway.
The compies eat a baby.
I think we've even referenced the compies eating a baby in this podcast before.
I think we have, yeah.
But yes, the compies eat a baby. It's really disturbing. Talking about it doesn't do it justice. That scene is really unsettling. I specifically liked the way that, especially because the time when that book was written and the time that it's portraying was not a time when people were as like obsessed with dinosaurs as they are in like the modern pop culture, largely because of Jurassic Park. So it's like, oh yeah, no, this is very obviously dinosaurs, but even when the proof that it's dinosaurs is smacking people in the face, no one thinks of that as an answer because it is not like in the cultural conscious as being a readily available answer. They're just like, wow, this is a weird lizard. Maybe it's a weird bird with like a disease or like some species of tropical lizard.
Yeah, the one woman coming into the place where they reviewed the compy remains, and she's like, oh, that picture that kid drew is a dinosaur.
Yeah, and they're like, no, you idiot.
Stupid idea. Why would you even suggest that? I have two young boys. They know what dinosaurs are. And as a result,
and then they don't believe her because she's a woman.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, probably for other reasons, but also, you know.
I mean, it's very much like there's workplace misogyny happening in the book.
Oh yeah,
with the characters, but it's definitely, so far in my memory, it's not ever framed as in, hey, this is just how it is, and people are right for doing so. It's cool. It's cool that the book was written at the time period it was, and it's just like people are jerks to Ellie Sattler because she's a woman, and she just continues to be the best character in the entire novel.
Yeah. I think that, not quite, a little bit off topic, but still about Jurassic Park. I think it's really cool that Camp Cretaceous references how John Hammond dies at the end of Jurassic Park, which, oh my God, by the way, spoiler alert, if you don't know, in the book, John Hammond dies. He breaks his leg and gets eaten by compies.
Which is fucking amazing for how the book
Which
starts
is fucking
with
amazing.
People dismissing compies as being a potential...
Yeah.
It's so good.
It's so good. And they reference it in Camp Cretaceous, which is hilarious because Camp Cretaceous is like arguably a kids show. And someone in there is like, didn't John Hammond die by getting like eaten by compies? And she's like, no, that's like an urban legend. It's great. It's like fantastic.
It's an urban legend.
It's such a good, it's such a good reference. It's so good.
The people who made Camp Cretaceous and Chaos Theory
really loved Jurassic Park.
And
like
so
all
much,
of Jurassic Park. We need a Camp Cretaceous secret lair. Benoit would smack me upside the head for even suggesting that we need more secret lairs for IPs.
Yeah, I wanted to see Toro and Bumpy as cars.
Mechanically unique Toro and Bumpy, please. Mechanically unique, legendary, packaged behind, like the 30-hour waiting lines sold out in 2 seconds, secret lairs. Let's go, Wizards. On my desk, 2 weeks.
We'll just make our own. Fuck it.
Yeah, we can make our own. Would you ship Toro and Bumpy?
As like enemies to lovers.
Yeah. I guarantee you someone out there has done it.
Oh my God.
Wait, wouldn't it just be straight? Because isn't Bumpy a girl?
Oh, I thought Bumpy was a boy.
I think don't they always I feel like they always refer to Bumpy as a girl.
Oh, right, no, because Bumpy was raised in a lab, and like...
Yeah.
No, she's not one of the trans dinosaurs.
Actually, wait, no, that would also mean that Toro is probably also a girl.
Toro's probably so it's
Doomed,
enemies to the love
doomed,
of
tragic
dinosaurs.
dino. Yeah, this examination of the gender of dinosaurs was also that we could get to doomed, tragic, carnivore, ex-herbivore, dinosaur Yuri. That's where I was going with that.
Incredible.
Oh, Bumpy, your tail is so big. Anyway, moving on.
Okay, so that's the dinosaur media segment.
Okay.
Deck workshop. You want to talk about Dungeons and Dragons?
Sure. So this is a deck that I talked about in an earlier episode. I think our first episode for season 2, right? Was it episode, or was it the one right before
correct,
this
yeah.
one? One of those two.
I think it was the first one.
And this is my Karthus Tyrant of Jund, big mana, mid-range, venture into, and initiative deck. I've gotten to play it 3 times now. It generally does what it wants to do, but it's doing it a little slower than I would like. And the top end is not really where I would want it to be. So the deck for version 2 needs some amount of like consistency and some amount of just kind of honing in on what it is doing. And for that, it is already kind of playing around in these territories of just generating a lot of mana and also trying to deal a bunch of combat damage and like, you know, retake the initiative if we don't have it. Initiative, like Undercity and even Venture into the Dungeon are pretty rampy mechanics. A lot of them, I mean, initiative literally lets you search a land to your hands, and a lot of the other dungeons also have a treasure mode of some sort. And so I have been kind of retooling it around the idea of just making more mana and like being more stompy in combat, which has led us, of course, to classic EDH cards. And no, I'm not even using that term sarcastically this time for once. Old Gnawbone and Ancient Copper Dragon.
Woo, Old Gnawbone!
So these 2 very large, very old, very grumpy lizards generate a fuck ton of treasures. Clouth, Unraveled Ancient, should also probably be in that conversation now that I'm thinking about it. So, you know, all are like 6 or 7 mana, giant, grumpy, old lizards.
This is just coming to me. I don't know why I didn't suggest this before. You could really just heavily invest in firebending if you wanted to.
I could heavily invest in firebending, and that is actually the second part of this kind of attitude that we're going with this deck. Is our top end is going to be large mana generating lizards and then also Xeroxing dragons, one after another with not Avatar Roku, but the backside of the Legend of Roku, which makes us a dragon with fire breathing 4. And we might lean more heavily into fire. We'll see if we end up leaning like super heavily into fire breathing or just a little bit. But it's definitely, or fire bending, not fire breathing.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, it's in there as an option.
Mm-hmm. I think Firelord Oza would be really good.
Is that the mono black one?
No, I think he's the red. I'm thinking, or is it Ozai?
Are you thinking of Phoenix King
remember.
Ozai? The one that's a Balrog?
Yeah, the one that's
the one that's a Balrog.
Balrog who has the Omnath text where he sticks the mana in his pocket.
Yeah, he's a Balrog.
My only experience, the experience that sticks out with playing against Dungeons and Dragons so far is the second to last time we played, where for some reason you were gonna play Karthus and you had locked in Karthus, and I'm thinking to myself, oh, what am I gonna play? Oh, I haven't played Croesus in a while. Let's run out Croesus, which is my silly combo deck that nukes you from orbit for the crime of playing Sol Ring. But it's a dragon deck largely as well, and it was like turn 6. I'd cast Wake the Dragon and made a dragon token. And then Medusa immediately untapped, played a land, like, oh, that's a cool dragon you got over there. Karthus, steal your dragon. Me staring at my hand of dragons with my commander, which is also a dragon. Fuck! I can't cast any more dragons.
Hey, so before that game, I did not realize that Karthus's ability did not say until end of turn. He just steals them.
Didn't.
He just fucking steals them forever.
Forever.
Forever. Unfortunately, in Jund colors, there's like no, and I think I mentioned this when we were first looking at the deck. There's like literally no way to really abuse that outside of specifically Descent of the Dragons. As there's like not another card that like changes creature types into dragons like for your opponents or like anything like that. So you really just have to go all in on Descent of the Dragons or hope that your
Yeah.
opponent is a dingus and picked a dragon deck.
Yeah, threw the dragon deck into your Dragon Steely commander.
Oh, and especially, the reason why that was so bad for you too is because at one point, like, our stuff got airbended, and so I just had an airbended Karthus that I could replay for 2 generic mana just sitting there. And it's like, cool. I didn't know this deck was just going to stack Lyght out of the game, but that's pretty awesome.
God. Of note, before we move on from it, I also thought of Death by Dragons, which is just a funny card, which is like the other card that exists alongside Descent of the Dragons that gives your opponents dragons.
Death by Dragons is a funny card. I don't think it's super decent, but it could be funny.
I don't think it's super decent.
It could indeed be funny.
Okay, so that's Dungeons and Dragons. I don't actually think I want to talk too much about Tariel yet until she has a deck list going. However,
yeah, did you ever?
I am building.
I don't think you've played Tariel yet, right?
I haven't played Tariel because I haven't finalized the 99 for her because
Perfect.
I got sidetracked by my Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur side quest.
Amazing.
But I am building a Tariel Reckoner of Souls 2011 Asterix All-Star from the original Commander decks. I'm building her as a control deck with some wheeling and some potential angel themes. More at 11. Look out for that soon. But I did finish building Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur like the day after it was first revealed to us, which is it's coming in Marvel Super whatever, the new set that's coming out. I don't even know when that's
Marvel Super whatever.
Is that after Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
I don't know anymore.
Marvel? I also don't know. It's not important. It's coming out later this year.
We'll get it when we get it.
We'll get it when we get it. It's a Simic 2/2 3-drop hero dinosaur human that says when you draw your second card for the turn, your 2/2 becomes a 6/6, and it's meant to represent like trading from Moon Girl who is like a small child into Devil Dinosaur, who is
a colossal dreadmaw.
A colossal dreadmaw, a demon dinosaur, and then also has a trigger whenever an artifact enters the battlefield under your control. Draw a card.
Yeah.
And I think that the design is really cute because I researched the characters after I started building the deck, and they don't have a whole lot of information about them out there. They're like E-tier characters at best, as far as how much focus and attention they've gotten. But their main like superpowered duo gimmick is that they randomly swap their consciousnesses between their two bodies in moments of intense emotion or stress. And so that's reflected neatly on the card, how it swaps between a 2/2 and a 6/6. And I liked that. So I built a 2-color deck. Famously, I have gone on the record saying I don't like building 2-color decks. I like building 3-color decks. But I did it here, and it's neat. It is, I don't know, how interesting can I make Simic Artifact Draw sound? Probably not. I'll link the deck list in the description. I think it's neat. It takes advantage of things like blood tokens and clue tokens and tries to make them an instant speed or hold on to them on opponent's turns so that on every turn possible we have the option to turn the 2/2 into a 6/6. There's some cute things you can do, like if you cast Secrets of the Key to make an artifact, you then draw your card for the ETB trigger, and then you can crack the clue to draw your second card for the turn on an opponent's turn to turn the 2/2 into a 6/6. And then suddenly you have a 6/6 blocker instead of a 2/2. I don't know. It's a Simic a good stuff artifact deck on some level, so it's going to function when like the goal of the deck is draw cards, create a 6/6. I just think it's neat.
Yeah, it's been doing pretty well. It seems very scary so far from the games that we've played.
There are fun things you can do. It also encouraged me to try to build around like draw your second card for the turn matters, which is a theme that Wizards has been slowly pushing more support out for.
I don't know if I would say slowly. I feel like they've been shoving that one down our throats for a while.
You think so?
Okay. Oh, yeah. Most of the support just doesn't seem very good.
Mm-hmm. Maybe that's more my interpretation of it.
And a lot of it has been like in Jeskai, which I don't think either of us play heavily.
No, I have like one Jeskai deck that has grabbed my attention. I looked through Jeskai Commanders earlier this week. Like I just looked through the options again, and then I looked on like EDHREC to like, hey, what are the order of the most popular ones? And there's a sharp drop off, but 70% of the options are just different pairings of Jeskai partner commanders. And for me, there's just so many duds in like the single card commanders.
Yeah, it do still be the Wild West out there for some of these shards and wedges.
Mm-hmm. Moving on to the main event, we're going to play a game. We're going to take 10 of the most popular fast food restaurants, at least by American ratings in the US, and we are going to assign them Ravnican Guild color identity. But specifically, under the context of what if your girlfriend took you there on a date? What is the Ravnican Guild identity of these 10 locations? And we're just going to try to argue about that for a little bit. And I don't know if this is going to make for good content or not, but I think it's going to be funny.
It's going to make for content, for sure.
It's going to make for content, and I have no other promises. Do you want to go? We have a list here. Do you want to just go?
I think in order.
Yeah. Okay. Well, first up, the one that is listed is McDonald's. What is the color identity of getting taken on a date to McDonald's in the Ravnican Guild?
I mean, it's got to be Simic, right? Because, like, hear me out. I feel like maybe not Simic in terms of like, oh, the Ravnican Guild as it is lore accurately represented, but I feel like McDonald's is like the generic fast food option, right? And it's like Simic, draw your land, draw your card, gain your life, play your land. It's literally slop dot deck.
I think I agree with that. Unfortunately, I like McDonald's chicken nuggets quite a lot.
Well, I mean, you did just build a Simic deck, so that makes sense.
It's true. I don't think that I'm ever mad if someone buys me McDonald's. I'm not impressed.
Simic isn't bad. It's just, you know.
It's objectively successful.
Are you impressed if someone buys you any of these, though?
Maybe Culver's. Culver's is kind of expensive.
Do we want to go to Culver's next?
We can just bounce immediately to Culver's.
Right.
How much experience do you have with Culver's?
More when I was a kid. I used to go here with my dad. So let me think. Because it's like Culver's is like very decadent, I feel, for like fast food. It's like, because it's like, there's like the fast food, like all of the food is really big, and also there's a big, like, there's also ice cream. Like, like, that's like part of it, right? Is you go there like for the ice cream. So like you go, oh, man. I think these are all just secretly Simic, but we can stick with the... I feel like Culver's has to be Orzhov, maybe, because it's like super, like, I feel like they do kind of build themselves as being like nicer than like your typical like fast food place, right? Or like more, it's more expensive, and it kind of is just the same slop at the end of the day, just like dressed up a little nicer.
I was kind of thinking Orzhov for Arby's for like a tangential reason.
Interesting. I have a different answer for Arby's.
Okay, so we can go to Arby's after Culver's. I'm okay with like slotting Orzhov as the answer for now. I was thinking Azorius for Culver's.
Interesting.
Because of how much Culver's focuses on the presentation of everything.
That's kind of why I was saying Orzhov.
Looking a specific way. I guess that's true, yeah, but I just...
You know what? I can go with Azorius. I think you're sway. I can go with Azorius. Okay.
I don't feel like Culver's is inherently sinister in the same way that Arby's is.
Actually, hold on a minute. Instead of going to Arby's immediately, you know which one is immediately sinister for me? This is what I will suggest for Orzhov is Burger King.
Burger King is inherently
I don't
sinister?
like Burger King. I will not go there. Maybe I would. I don't feel like I hear about this one at all. I feel like maybe they have like one good thing, and that reminds me too much about trying to build Orzhov decks. and not building aristocrats. So my vote is for Burger King.
I think if somebody brought me to a Burger King and it's like, this is where we're getting food together, this is where I'm treating you, I'm like, I'm off put by the energy here. Why did you?
Which if someone built me an Orzhov deck is kind of how I would feel as well.
Like, what vibe do you think I'm giving off that you've mistaken me for the target of an Orzhov deck?
And and I remember specifically, I would go to Burger King sometimes as a kid, and I think the only thing that I really liked there were the onion rings.
Mm.
And I feel like the same thing with Orzhov is like, the only thing that's good here is the aristocrats. Everything else sucks.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't think of a single thing that I'm like, yeah, Burger King does this.
Yeah. If we're going to be honest, I mean, like, Rakdos does aristocrats better. Anyway. Yeah, okay. Do you want to go to Arby's now?
All right, we're going to Arby's.
I mean, like, gruel, right?
I can see Arby's.
Meat.
Meat. We've got the meat. Yeah. They do have a terrifying...
They have a terrifying meat slicer. Much like Orzhov, I don't know anyone who this is their favorite, but I think that they're slightly more favorable than Orzhov. I also feel like they're just really big. Just got like a fuck ton of meat, and that feels very gruel to me.
Mm-hmm. That feels gruel. Yeah. Somebody brings me to Arby's. I don't think that they're like objectively wrong, but I do question their palate choices. Maybe I'm like, I feel like there's something else you could be exploring something else than this, but there is a draw to large hunk of meat get consumed. I'm good with Rakdos being gruel.
All right. Where do we want to go after this?
Arby's being gruel? Oh my gosh.
Rakdos being yeah, there you go.
What's Rakdos amongst?
I was thinking Wendy's solely based on their social media presence.
Wendy's is Rakdos?
Solely based on their social media presence.
I think based on their social media presence, Wendy's is more is it than it is Rakdos.
I don't know. They're like throwing down with everybody.
Yeah, you think so? You think Wendy's is Rakdos?
I could see Is It. I feel like Is It has to go to like, which one of these do we think is like committing the largest crimes against man and God in terms of what's on their menu?
KFC.
Right?
Actually, no.
KFC?
Because of the one burger that's not a burger, it's like 2 chicken patties that make the bun.
Yeah, that's gotta be Is It. I don't fucking know.
I don't remember what that thing is called.
I don't know. I don't eat any of these. Okay, that's not actually true. There's like 2 of these that I get semi-regularly. One of them was McDonald's.
Okay. So we can detour to KFC right now and say that because of the one chicken bun sandwich, KFC is It.
Yeah.
Okay, you said Wendy's is Rakdos.
I think Wendy's is Rakdos, but you seem to have other opinions on that.
I can actually, if I picture like the mascot Wendy, that's like
we're almost to Judith. We're so close.
There. We're so close to Judith.
We just got to put her in like a weird sexy clown outfit, and she's there.
Is it immoral to have square burgers? Is it Rakdos to have square burgers?
Does Wendy's have square burgers? I thought, isn't that... Do they?
Yeah.
I've eaten there semi-regularly. I've never noticed the shape of their burgers, so I'm going to say it probably doesn't matter.
They've done some marketing about it, but yeah. Okay, got it. So it doesn't matter. All right.
Now it gets harder. What do we even have left?
Boros? Hold on. Let me write this down. We've got Boros, not Sultai, Demir. We have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. What? Hold on. No, I missed one. We're missing 5 of them. What are the 5 that we're missing?
Boros, Demir, Selesnya. Boros, Demir, Selesnya. Why can't I think of what we're missing? Golgari. Ooh, Golgari's going to be a
Golgari is Taco Bell. Sorry, real quick. Golgari is Taco Bell.
Why?
Because when I think of Taco Bell, I think of the place that things go to die.
Well, Taco Bell is the other one that I eat semi-regularly, and I'm pretty Golgari, so I'll agree with that.
Yeah, I think that you go to Golgari, go to Taco Bell at like 2 o'clock in the morning when you're cross-faded, and you don't care if you shit your guts out afterwards.
And there's just like a Gorgon, just like serving you your food.
Gorgon?
Yeah.
Serving you
we're still missing one though.
We are still missing one though.
White, red, no. Is it? Is it another blue one? Is it another red? It's gotta be another blue one. It's got to be
Blue,
another
black,
blue one.
blue, green, blue, red, blue, white. No, green, black, green, red.
Someone is getting really mad in our comments right now.
Yeah, Boros, Dimir, Celestia.
Someone is getting so mad with us right now.
Oh my god, I'm just gonna fucking look it up.
It is... Wait, are we missing one? I don't think we are.
Let's see here.
No, we've got all... If Selesnya...
Oh, wait. 1,
We do
2,
have all
3,
of them,
4,
right?
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh my god, we do have all of them. Okay.
Okay.
So we need to
Sick.
assign Dairy Queen, Hardee's. Oh, I have 11 on here. That's why.
Oh,
Okay.
get rid of Sonic, because I've never heard of what the fuck this is.
Alright, Sonic is gone.
I don't know what
we'll
Sonic is.
We'll just keep Subway. Don't worry
Yeah,
about
Subway
it.
is Dimir, by the way.
Subway is Dimir? Okay. Subway is Dimir.
Deeply, deeply sinister. If you know, you know. And ran like a misinformation campaign about being healthy while also being deeply, deeply sinister.
I forgot about that. I forgot about the whole period of time in like the 2010s where Subway was like, we're the healthy option.
Yeah, Subway, we're the healthy option, and the guy who's promoting this is
we took him out back and shot him in 2020.
Yeah, now no one remembers that. So yeah, no, Subway.
No one remembers that. You're right. It did,
absolutely
my memory
Dimir.
was altered. Just Subway is Dimir in a way I wasn't expecting.
Boros is Hardee's because the Canadian flag is red and white. That's all I've got for that one. That's literally all I've got for that one.
Alright, Hardee's is Boros, which means that Dairy Queen gets the Selesnya in this case, which I don't think they deserve, but it is the one that is. I don't know
if they deserve it. I will say that in my neck of the woods, we have some of those like little Dairy Queen like huts that are just like out that are kind of in like I don't know. That seems like a place where you just kind of like walk up and like order something and then just like kind of hang, on like a warm summer day. That does strike me as pretty Selesnya.
My hometown Wendy's got shut down because they were selling drugs out of the freezer.
And that's very Rakdos.
Yeah. No, sorry, I said Wendy's. Oh my god, Dairy Queen.
That's also very Selesnya, though.
You think that's Selesnya? Alright,
I think that's Selesnya. We're not going to talk about how Selesnians are, like, legitimately just a bunch of fucking Scientologists with a standing army, like...
That's true, they do just have a standing
They're
army.
literally a cult with a standing army. That's terrifying. The implications of that are, like, terrifying.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Selesnya, I am very anti-Selesnya. Selesnya sucks. Don't get lured in by their granola messaging. They absolutely suck. They're basically the PETA of guilds. That's also going to make someone in our comments very mad, by the way. Yeah, they're a, like, militant cult with a standing army. And also, like, in every way that Selesnya is, like, the renewable, sustainable nature guild, Golgari is better. So, yeah, fuck right. Selesnya.
So, as a recap, we've got McDonald's for Simic, Burger King for Orzhov, KFC for Izzet, Culver's for Azorius, Hardee's for Boros, Dairy Queen for Selesnya, Subway for Dimir, Wendy's for Rakdos, Taco Bell's Golgari, and Arby's is Grohl. Fill out your own sheet in the comments. Maybe we'll do this again for 3-color wedges.
Oh, God. Yeah.
Okay, well, that was fun.
Yeah.
Moving along, I guess, to the last segment. It is time for another episode of Freakcast Kill. Do you have a selection prepared?
I do not have anything prepared.
Okay. Well, I have one prepared if you want.
Okay, sure.
I can go first. All right. Let's go ahead and grab these. Okay, your 3 options are Wandering Archaic, Torgar, Famine Incarnate, and Scion of the Wild.
And I have to freak one of these?
You sure do. You sure have to get your freak on with one of them. You have to cast one of them and you're forced to kill the other. That's how the game works.
That's real unfortunate. Oh boy. Alright, this is a tough one for me. Freak Torgar Famine Incarnate, which I'm not going to specify on, but if you think about it, you might get it.
Yeah? Okay.
like famine. Anyway, cast Wandering Archaic. That card is really good, and we're gonna leave Scion of the Wilds in OG Ravnica block where he belongs.
All right.
I still really like the idea of doing entirely universes beyond for these.
Okay.
So we're gonna go entirely for the Spider-Man set because I actually think that this set is like halfway good after looking through more of the cards, and I think that more people should know about it. Black Cat, Cunning Thief, Gwenum, Remorseless, or oh man, wait, now I'm really pressured to choose a good third one.
You have made my life quite easy so far.
What do I think that you're... Oh, man. Nar, gang. Oh, yeah, that's easy. Or Spider Rex, Daring Dino.
Aw, okay. Well, I am unclear.
You can't kill the dinosaur.
I know.
He's also not very good.
I think that this representation of Gwenum is an adult. That is my understanding. However,
Wait, hold on. Is she usually not?
Gwen is not always an adult in the stories that are told. Like Spider-Verse,
I guess
the reason
no, you're right.
character
That's
is
fair.
like so popular in pop culture is because in that rendition of her, she is a teenager. I think Gwenum is an adult, but I'm not sure if I want to roll that dice on guessing wrong on the character in a superhero suit with
That's
no
fair.
defining features on whether or not they are a child or not.
That's fair enough.
So I think I will. We'll get our freak on with Black Cat. That is always the safe option.
I don't know if safe is what I would call that.
Safe asterisk.
Safe asterisk. You're going to you're going to wake up to a lot less valuables.
That's all right. It was worth it. We're gonna
fair
kill
enough.
Gwenum for just to be safe, and we're gonna cast Spider Rex because
she might be a child, so I'm just gonna have to kill her.
Yeah. Yeah. That's my logic. Sound logic.
No. I'm sorry.
God.
Actually, your logic does make sense because it's not she might be a child. It's she might be a teenager. Guess I'll just have to kill her. And that is totally understandable. Teenagers are fucking annoying.
God, I'm going to show up on a Google Doc with Ben Law gold. And we'll cast Spider Rex because it's the dinosaur.
It's the dinosaur.
Yeah.
You have another one for me?
Whoa, Colossal Dreadmaw. Yeah, I can come up with one pretty quickly. That one. I like your idea of taking universes beyond characters.
Yeah.
We'll do this and that. I think I am allowing you a little bit of... She's technically a monster. Yeah, okay. Here you go. Your options are Magus Lucia Kane from 40K, the face of Bo from Doctor Who, or the Dalek Emperor also from Doctor Who.
Oh, I'm killing the face of Bo. Because I don't give a shit about the mechanic suspend to the amount that he requires me to care about it, and
he asks you so much care for suspend.
And I also don't know how he's getting his freak on, nor do I particularly want to, especially because, spoiler alert, he's probably gotten his freak on with a lot of other aliens. Given he's Jack Harkness, and I don't want to risk getting an alien STD because maybe that's why he looks like that now. That said, speaking of alien STDs, I also don't really want to freak Magus Lucia Kane, given that Gene Stealers are both a cult, which I just decried horribly with Selesnya. And also, I feel like the name and just the general vibe implies some level of sexually transmissible there. So we'll cast her. I don't really care about X spells, but, the combat thing is nice. I guess, actually, this card kind of just sucks if you don't care about X spells, so I don't know. Kill them all. Well, actually, yeah, we can get our freak on with the Dalek Emperor and just exterminate these other two.
Robot enjoyers everywhere rejoice.
Although I really just want to cast this thing, because this card is actually kind of cracked.
It is kind of cracked.
Oh man, this card is actually... Wait, I actually don't know if I've seen this one or looked at him that closely. This card is actually really cracked. I kind of love him.
It's kind of a Balrog.
It's kind of a Balrog! He doesn't have haste. He doesn't have haste, to be fair.
Affinity for Daleks. Other Daleks you control have haste. At the beginning of the combat, your opponents face a villainous choice to either
I like this.
or you make a Dalek.
I like this. I will get my freak on. And, you know, Daleks are probably pretty clean, I would have to imagine.
You would have to imagine. One would have to imagine.
One has to imagine the Dalek free of STDs. All right, here.
Yeah.
Do I have another one for you? Is a good question. I was going to do the top commanders of the past week, but they're literally possibly all children. I don't know how old Ishtola Rule is.
She's old.
Well, Azula and Toph sure ain't, so let's do past 2 years.
No, they are not.
Let's do past...
Hey, you, if you're one of the people who are like, Azula's my hear me out on social media in front of God and everyone, that is a 14-year-old child!
Yeah, get out of here with that. Anyway, so let's do top commanders of the past 2 years, which I already feel like I know what your answer on these is going to be, but maybe you're going to surprise me. The choices sure won't, though. It's the Ur-Dragon, Edgar Markov, and Atraxa, Praetor's Voice.
Those are them, huh?
Those sure are them.
Of Roll Your Eyes Commander.
And you have to sleep with one, cast one, and kill one off.
That's, I think this one is pretty easy. We're killing Markov.
But killing him doesn't do anything. No one's casting him anyway. No, we're killing. No, we're casting. We're killing him in. People do cast the Ur-Dragon. I've seen it happen. Yeah, we're killing Edgar Markov in real life.
In real life, he's permadead. We're shoving a stake through his heart.
Yeah.
We are casting the Ur-Dragon, I suppose, and we're getting our freak on with Atraxa.
There's an obvious freak on. Yeah, my aversion to STDs stops abruptly right before Phyrexian oil. I will become... You know what? If to completion can mean a lot of different things, okay?
Yeah.
And, in this case, maybe it means that I end up Phyrexianized.
Getting proliferated with the... No, we failed. I had something. It was going somewhere.
She proliferate my end step until I infect. I don't know. No. Anyway. Yeah,
right.
That's that segment.
That was that segment. That was fun. Today was a little bit shorter than our average, but that is
it is the holidays
of things that we had planned, and it is the holidays.
We could also just talk about some random shit.
We could also just talk about some random shit. What random shit have you had going on this?
Oh god. Not actually.
It's only Tuesday.
Not very much, actually. Yeah, it's only Tuesday. I've been updating Sharam, but not very much. I'm throwing Shorikai in that deck finally. That card is needed to be in that deck for a very long time, given that it does everything that I want it to do. I have kind of been giving more thought to giving Sharam a blink sub-theme, especially with Conjurer's Closet already there, and a lot of her targets already being good blink targets. So that might be something that I work more on.
Mm-hmm. I think it's always satisfying to blink artifact stuff.
I don't know. I guess I don't actually have that much.
Maybe this is a safe place. I realized that I don't care very much about Lorwyn. That's something we can talk about.
Oh, yeah. I
liked the story a lot.
The story's really good.
It's very good. The story was really good, especially that last chapter that has me going whoop, about the implications. But I think
because of the implications.
Read it so far.
Because of the implications.
But mechanically, setting-wise...
it's a type set.
It's a type
How excited were you by Bloomborough? Oh, not...
I wasn't.
Yeah, not very? Oh, okay. So Lorwyn is just... More accurately, Bloomborough is just Lorwyn with different paint. Wow, I'm saying all the things that are going to generate quote unquote engagement today.
I in retrospect, I liked Bloomborough a lot because I thought the design of the cards was really good. But
how many of those cards are you playing?
Like 4 of them, and they're all mythic bombs.
Yeah, exactly.
And they're all like the incarnation creatures, like the Doomsday animal predators. And then also like Paw Patch Formation, which is a okay naturalized plus.
Yeah.
But yeah, Lorwyn is a kindred set based around kindred types that I don't care about.
Yeah.
In any of my decks or the things that I build traditionally, and it's not a setting that I have a particular affinity for.
I do like the setting. I like the vibes of the setting more than I like the actual setting itself, though. The story was great. I think that I liked the romantasy vibes that they kind of intertwined in there. I need the thing that everything that happened between Marilyn and Reese reminded me of is that I really need... I could have read a whole book of, like, their doomed, yearning, tragically... Oh, wait, maybe I shouldn't spoil anything.
Here's your warning. We're going to spoil things moving forward.
They're doomed, yearning, tragically never realized, but very obvious romance. Oh, yeah. You're my friend. You're my friend who's tethered to me by a promise to kill me if I ever turn evil. And I have to, and I will never release you from this promise, even though I'm 100% sure I'm never going to turn evil, because if you died, I would be lost without you. I mean, now I have some pretty good friends, like that can be platonic. But is it though? Is it though?
But I'm also like looking at them with the same lens as like Judy and Nick at the end of the second Zootopia movie, confessing their feelings of how important one another is to each other. And I'm like, they didn't say love, but...
Yeah. It is kind of wild, I feel like. We're moving backwards as a society, and here I'm going to say my third soapbox thing that's going to get me canceled. Where, like, I feel like for a while it was like, oh, we're, like, fighting to get, like, representation and, like, you know, LGBTQ representation in, like, romance and media. And that's, like, cool. Like, that's very good, and this isn't... And I feel like the backlash to that has resulted in now it doesn't feel like we can get any romance in anything. Unless it's, like, hashtag smut, and even then only for the straights. Unless you're reading fan fiction. Thank you, fan fiction authors. You are God's strongest soldiers. For real, for real.
Bowing in respect to the AO3 writer.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. It does feel like we have a lot of these cases where it's like, this is a romance, and if these were two queer characters, I would call this queer baiting. But they're straight? Yeah. Are we just afraid of romance as a society? Yes, the answer to that is 100% yes. It is now trendy. Purity culture is now trendy, and I hate that about the society that we currently live in.
Make the characters kiss. Come on.
I don't know. I'm not here to educate you on that shit. Go watch a video essay about how, like, the Tumblr, like, everyone has to be 100% politically correct about everything ever. Or else we're going to yell at you and throw sticks on the internet, got co-opted by, like, the right-wing conservatives into essentially, like, purity culture 2.0, like, oh yeah, it's fine, if you, wow, I am really going to get people mad about this one. But you know, it's fine nowadays. You can call a woman, you know, you can imply that a woman is a whore if you call her male-centered. Anyway, that's my TED Talk. Yeah, absolutely. And then everybody clapped.
And then everybody clapped or grabbed their pitchforks in whatever due order they felt was necessary.
Yeah, this is the episode titled Medusa Gets Canceled on the Internet.
Medusa gets canceled on the internet.
That's okay.
Great optic.
I'm canceled in real life, too. No, actually, if I was going to get canceled in real... It's like, Medusa gets canceled on the internet? No, she got hit by a bus.
No, she got... Yeah, that's what we're going to do. If you ever get hit by a bus when you're well enough to talk over a Discord call, that'll be the episode of the title.
They tried to silence my message.
Trying to silence. Here we have Medusa live from the hospital.
Yes, please. More romance, more sex, more gayness, more marginalized identities, representation in media. It doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be, it shouldn't be a stereotype or a caricature, but, it doesn't have to be 100% perfect. Things can be a little bit messy, guys. Representation is allowed to be a little bit messy. People are messy. Let it be messy. When we fight too hard against it being messy, we just get this shitty purity culture that's being pushed down our throats by conservatives. Anyway.
I can't help but think of that one show on Apple TV that I told you about earlier.
Oh my god. Oh my, Pluribus?
That's what it's called, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think we have time to get in. I don't think we have time to get into all that, but yeah.
It's okay, maybe we'll talk about that later after I've pirated it so that I can acquire real opinions about the show, but I don't know if I'm actually going to go through all that effort.
Remember when we almost... Oh, man. I was going to be done talking about this, and then... Wow, I can't believe that the Lorwyn story sent me on a rant about, the cultural bankruptcy of our media. But anyway, because I liked the Lorwyn story. It's not even its fault. It just made me think of other worse offenders. But yeah, we can't portray romance in media anymore. Cultural bankruptcy, period. Because we dared to almost say something intelligent about the commodification and consumeristic, consumption-oriented framing of sex and romance in media, and now instead of getting better, it's just gone away.
Anyway, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles in a few months.